Good morning, everyone. It's Jessie checking in from Val d'Isère. It's Monday morning and we've woken up to a proper winter scene after yesterday's build-up, with the first flakes arriving in the early evening and settling in nicely overnight. Around midnight, there was already around 8 centimetres of fresh snow in town, and you can really feel that shift back into full alpine mode as the village starts the day under falling snow. Overnight in the village, we saw steady snowfall right through the night, with temperatures sitting between roughly -4 and -1 degrees Celsius. Around 20 centimetres of fresh snow has accumulated in town since yesterday evening, adding nicely to the base. Winds also picked up as the night went on, generally light at first, but increasing towards the early morning, with gusts pushing close to 60 kilometres per hour at times, which will have started moving that new snow around. And up on the Pisteurs glacier, it has been properly harsh overnight, with temperatures holding around -10 degrees Celsius through the early morning hours. Winds have been very strong and persistent, generally between 40 and 60 kilometres per hour, with powerful gusts to almost 140 kilometres per hour at times, making for extremely exposed conditions. Today is shaping up to be a snowy one right from the start, with cloud locked in over the village and snowfall continuing through the day. We are expecting significant accumulation, somewhere in the region of 20 to 30 centimetres by the end of the day, if forecasts stay on track. Temperatures will sit at around -1 degree Celsius at best, so it will feel properly wintry. Winds will be coming from the northwest, generally light to moderate in town, but with occasional stronger gusts pushing through, so expect swirling snow at times. Up on Bellewaerde, it's essentially the same story, but more intense, as you can easily tell from the almost non-existent webcam picture. Heavy snowfall, very limited visibility, and stronger exposure to that northwest wind. Those gusts will be much more noticeable on the ridgelines, creating drifting snow and rapidly changing conditions. It's a day where the difference between village comfort and mountain severity will be very clear. This morning, the Pisteurs are carrying out avalanche control work across the mountain to secure the ski area after the fresh snowfall and wind. Because of this, lift openings may be delayed and closures at higher altitude are likely. Keep an eye on the Val d'Isère ski app and an ear on Radio Val d'Isère for the latest updates as things develop. At least parts of today may turn into perfect step indoors for a while moments, and luckily Val d'Isère is very well set up for weather like this. A top choice is the Centre Aquasportif. It's not just the public swimming pool with its spa area. There is also a full gym, climbing walls for both roped climbing and bouldering, squash courts, and multi-sport spaces where you can play football, basketball, or badminton. One of the most fun options is the Neo experience, where an interactive game wall turns a squash court into a giant playable screen using balls as your controller. Great fun for groups or families. Another lovely place to spend some time is the médiathèque inside the Maison de Val. It's the local library, but it offers far more than books. You will find games, puzzles, video games, and films, with DVD players available to rent. It is an easy, relaxed way to spend a snowy afternoon. If the weather eases at times, this is also perfect sledging weather. Renting a sledge, building a snowman, throwing a few snowballs around, or just making snow angels can be just as memorable as skiing. Not every mountain day has to be about lifts and pistes. And of course, there is no shortage of cafes, bakeries, restaurants and bars if you just want to settle in somewhere warm and watch the snow fall outside. Sometimes that is exactly what a day like this is made for. And here is an important safety update based on the official Bulletin d'estimation du risque d'avalanche, issued by Météo France for the Vanoise massif. The avalanche risk level today is rated 4 out of 5, which means a strong risk. With the combination of heavy new snowfall and wind, conditions in the mountains are described as storm-like, with numerous avalanches expected, some of them large and capable of reaching valley floors or affecting exposed routes and infrastructure. As the day progresses, natural avalanche activity is expected to increase in both frequency and size, particularly above around 1,800 metres on slopes loaded by winds from the west to northwest. These avalanches can travel far and fast due to the volume of fresh, wind-transported snow. Human-triggered avalanches are also considered very likely. The report highlights widespread unstable slabs that are reactive and capable of propagating across large areas. In simple terms, this is not a day to be experimenting off-piste. The risk is general across many aspects and elevations. Snow cover is already good across mid-mountain and will continue to build today, with very large accumulations higher up, sometimes exceeding a metre in wind-loaded zones. Lower down, the new layer is forming with slightly less wind effect, but is still unstable. If you are heading out, stay on open, controlled pistes and make conservative decisions. Anyone considering going beyond marked terrain must read the full official bulletin before making plans. You will find that linked in the video description. If you're planning to explore the mountains this season, remember, off-piste skiing is dangerous. Always take a qualified guide and never go off-piste without a transceiver, shovel and probe. And most importantly, know how to use them and practice regularly. And that is all for today. A proper return to winter, so enjoy the atmosphere, stay warm, and make the most of whatever version of the mountains suits you best today. If you spot anything happening around resort that others should know about, drop it into the comments and share the local knowledge. If you're finding our updates useful, a like and a subscribe to the Val d'Isère online YouTube channel really helps to support what we do and reach more people who love the resort.
For further information, Piste reports and events sponsored by Val d'Isère Tourism, please go to radiovaldisere.com, the local radio station with the most up-to-date information. Forecast information provided by medioblue.com, infoclimat.fr and mediofrance.fr. Conditions in the Alps can change quickly, so always check before heading out. Webcam pictures courtesy of the official Val d'Isère website valdisere.com.